All right, everyone. So here we are in our notebooks, our unit notebooks, and I am on the next page. Here's the poetry work that we did earlier in the week. And now we're going to skip this analysis part for now. We're going to come back to it, but I want to start us off with this diagram. Should be familiar with everyone. We had this in our narrative terms test. And so this is the 6 plot points breakdown of any plot. Most plots will follow this. So we are going to watch Coyote Dream. The link is here to the YouTube video of the story. And as you watch the story, and after you watch the story, what I want you to do is make some quick notes about the plot arc of the story. So what we're going to hope to learn from this is how to recreate our own plot arc when we're doing our own narrative story. So we want to just have an example of how that works. Once you've done that, you can take all the parts that you wrote and create a summary here of the story. And I've asked for a correctly embedded quote, so you may have to go back and watch the video to pick up a quote or two. It's pretty short, so that shouldn't be too difficult. So that's the plot arc and summary activity. The next step is to come back up here in your notebook and look at this myth analysis document. So what we're trying to think about here is focusing in on, eventually at the bottom here, what does this myth tell us about the Native American culture? We want to know, what can we learn about the Native American culture by reading the literature of the culture. So you're going to take your summary and just copy and paste it here just so you have that fresh in your mind. And then go through with your partner or alone, and let's answer these questions. Myths are stories that are told as if they're fact. So first we want to think about, well, what could have been true in this story? What were some things in this story that might be taken from nature that could really have happened? The second one, myths have beings with supernatural powers. What supernatural powers are represented in this story? Question 3, myths often deal with creation or other natural events. What natural phenomenon does your myth explain? And this myth is chock full. Some myths will have one explanation, but there are a lot in this myth. Question 4, myths provide a lesson about good or bad behavior. What lesson could be learned from this myth? So myths always have a moral backbone to them. What's the moral backbone to this story? And there are more than one answer to this question. And finally, now that we've kind of thought about all of these aspects, all these different things to analyze, we get to our final question. Myths give us insight about a culture. What insights did you gain about Native American culture? And specifically this story from the Northwest Native American culture. So there's no right response to this. So you just want to think about your answers to questions 1 through 4 and see what you come up with for question 5.